I'm JohnBerry555, and today I'm doing my series of Gilligan's Island retro reviews with Season 1, Episode 10, Waiting for Watubi. So, in this episode, they're digging a hole in order to have a pit to store their perishable foods. Why so close to the lagoon they're doing it, I don't know, but they are. I think that's going to have a problem with the water table, but whatever. But anyhow, while doing that, Skipper actually uncovers a tiki statue that he identifies as Kona, which for the superstitious beliefs of that he says that the people of these islands have is the god of evil. Remember, this is Skipper saying it, and honestly, I have no idea what the actual native beliefs regarding names of gods, what they represent for that area. Pacific Islands, they keep it vague, supposed to be somewhat near Hawaii, but they keep it so vague, so it's hard to say. But the point is that Skipper believes it. He firmly believes in those, as the professor puts it, superstitious beliefs. He's convinced now that he is cursed. And through a series of hijinks, he tries to get rid of it, or makes Gilligan try to get rid of it, and it keeps on returning. They bury it. The Howells unbury it, thinking it's valuable. Skipper has Gilligan go bury it, and he gets scared, drops it, and then Marianne and Ginger find it, who then give it to Skipper, not knowing what it is. And then Gilligan talks the professor into burying it again, just to, ease the Skipper's, worries, just placate him. And the Skipper falls into the hole they're digging in, freaks out, and hits his head by running into a tree. So, what do they decide to do? Well, they decide to have Gilligan dress up as Watubi, who is going to Skipper, another Islander god that is a witch doctor, whatever, that can remove the curse. And they decide, okay, that's what Skipper wants. We're going to play into that, so that way, in his head, it will be resolved and he'll be cured of his curse. And through some convenient time and tremors, it works. And of course, the ending gag of the episode is Gilligan jokingly summons a cool breeze, and then also there's an actual big, powerful breeze, and Gilligan looks into the camera and says he overdid it. So this is a fun episode, but I will say I have no idea how much of these native beliefs that the Skipper is talking about, that he believes in, is actually found in actual Pacific Islander, Polynesian, Hawaiian beliefs. I don't know how much of that is actually based, or how much of it was made up for the show. I'm going to guess mostly made up for the show, based off of what was seen in TV, movies, in the media at times, and not really founded in actual beliefs, which is probably likely, and actually probably for the best. Well, maybe not the best depiction, but having it be probably all made up is not as bad as it could have been, where they could have potentially gotten things badly mixed up, which they probably did anyhow. So that is one problem with this episode, for lack of a better term. It doesn't, I think, take away from the storytelling and all that, because the crux of the story is the Skipper has these profound beliefs that is impacting his ability to function, and everyone else has to figure out a way to help him deal with that and be able to function again. That is ultimately the heart of the episode, and the professor decides the best way to do it in the end is you got to give him what he wants, to basically comfort him, give him that comfort that he needs to deal with his current depression, because the Skipper does pretty much get depressed in this episode. So ultimately, that's what the crux of this episode is, which is actually kind of a more serious tone, but of course it is all played for laughs, because they do multiple times reinforce that this is just superstitious beliefs, and then that fake breeze at the end, which was fake for the show, obviously, but being portrayed in universe as actually happening, was done as the ending gag of the episode. So ultimately, that's most of what I have to say about this episode. Overall, a decent episode. Is, I think, well done. It just has those I'm going to say, inaccurate depictions of native Hawaiian, Pacific Islander, Polynesian religious beliefs. But it is the fact that Skipper believes in them, and that's what gives him power in this episode, that the professors at Gilligan have to deal with, which does make it interesting even if it's made up or badly based off of the actuality. I hope I said that well, because I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching my latest retro review. I do hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please be sure to give this video a like. Also, consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't done so already, and I hope to see you for my very next video.